Hello everyone, it's Joy and welcome back to CUMIC Weekly, where we bring you the latest Chinese steel prices and market trends every single week. If you're new here, simply hit the subscribe and like buttons right here. Don't miss out on any future updates. This week, resuming from the holiday break, the steel market continued its downward trend. Both domestic and export prices saw significant declines. So what are the driving forces? On the one hand, as we enter October, market expectations for steel demand have become more pessimistic. The property market continues to face declining construction and sales trends, with local government debt issues remaining a persistent issue. And all these factors are casting a shadow on both market demand and outlook. On the other hand, many steel factories are now planning to reduce production in October to mitigate losses. While this may help alleviate the supply pressure on steel products, it has raised concerns in the market about the future demand for iron ore and coke, leading raw material prices to fall sharply. Now, let's take a closer look at the supply and demand details. This week, apparent demand in China went up by more than 1 million tons, while inventories and the steel production both dropping. However, do keep in mind that this demand surge is attributed to the low base number from the holiday last week. Therefore, while the growth is substantial, it still falls short compared to previous years. Inventory clearance rates are also lagging, which paints a picture of a weak foundation for market. Now let's shift our focus to what lies ahead. In the short term, the market is not likely to take a dramatic nosedive. What's worth noting is that during the previous price increases, raw material costs rose faster than finished steel, making finished steel more resilient in a downturn. Moreover, whispers are flying that the Chinese government may adopt more proactive fiscal policies to boost the economy, such as launching a trillion-yuan debt support program for infrastructure development, which could potentially influence market sentiment and demand performance. However, looking at the medium to long term, it's crucial to acknowledge that the Chinese steel market remains under the cloud of a sluggish property market and the local government debt issues. Until these handles show signs of improvement, we are maintaining a cautious and bearish outlook on the steel market. Therefore, we anticipate the Chinese steel market to continue its downward trend next week. Well, what's your anticipation for the Chinese steel market? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Just hit the subscribe and like buttons right here. See you next week. Bye bye!